Welcome back to another video of Xtreme Stories. We're back onto another awesome channel. We're bringing to you once again another awesome video. In today's awesome video, it's going to be about something you're not going to watch. No, never mind what I said. What I want to say is, today's video is going to be about confidence. Much of the time, having confidence is a great thing. Something to help you get through your day and stuff. But sometimes when you don't have confidence in your system, or you get it kicked out of you, then yeah, that's a problem. And that happens to me almost all the time. I show up most of the time nowadays. When I show up with lots of confidence, half the time it just gets squashed out of me in life. And one of them has to do with school grades. And you know, school grades are something that's very important for your future. Yeah, you hear it all the time. But most of the time, you need the confidence to get what you want in grades. Nowadays, I end up with a failed paper. Like, I have too much confidence, I end up failing a paper. But, however, when I have no confidence, I somehow do a lot better than I think on the paper. Like, instead of getting the F, I end up with an A. I'm like, how is this possible? And that for me is just confusing. And this for me is not necessarily even a good thing, because I usually have confidence and do well in things. And then when I have no confidence and not do well in things. But now it flips. And it's very weird. Like, you get back a paper and you work really hard on, and then the expression changes to a what the freak look, and next thing you know, you just lose it. All because I had too much confidence, I end up doing the wrong thing. I just don't know why it's like this. Maybe it has to do with pressure or something in high school, that if you have too much confidence, you know you're going to fail or something. But that's the mindset I've been living with so far this year. And sometimes it can be a good thing to know what to do, but sometimes it's not so good. But this isn't the only thing that bothers me. There's another thing, and this is even bigger than what I'm about to talk about, what I just told you now. Second thing has to do with anxiety. As you do know, Mr. Anxiety over here has been giving me trouble lately, and he doesn't seem to go away. And lately it's been impacting how I perceive school. Like, the surroundings in school. Like, I'm going down the hallways, and then I get the feeling that I'm being judged all the time. Because I think someone's going to be like, oh yeah, well, why we're not sure today? Or, why did you come to school looking like that? It's like, stuff like that. But no one actually says stuff like that. Just that I get the feeling, and that's what happens to my confidence. It goes away. And that is a problem. Sometimes it gets to the point where you really can't handle it, but I do manage to keep holding on until the end of the school day, so I don't have a mental breakdown. And part of this has to do with sleep, which I end up losing every single night, which is a disappointing thing. And now the third thing that bothers me has to do with, you know, like messages. Like, you know, when you're saying something to someone and then you expect something back 5 minutes later, or at least within a time frame. Well, I have that problem too. Like, you send someone a text message after a long conversation, you come back the next day saying, oh yeah, hey, how you doing? And then they don't respond. Then you wait a few days, then you end up waiting like a few days, they don't respond, then you respond again saying, oh hey, you're doing good or something. Yeah, that's the problem I have. Like, you get the assumption that they're doing something, or they just don't see the message, or something close to that. And that has had a really negative impact on me. Like, that's related to being pessimistic. Like, oh yeah, they're ignoring me, or what are they doing? I mean, it's not that I blame the person, just that I get the feeling that it's probably the thing. But it's probably just me over exaggerating. Like, and that's what usually is 90% of the time. And also, another thing that also bothers me, I could say, is the news. Like, the news triggers me as well. Like, you guys notice there's been a lot more bad news than good news lately. And I noticed that, and that's, to me, is really, really scary. And lately I've been distancing myself from the news, trying to avoid, you know, getting an anxiety attack or something like that from anxiety. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. And stop watching the news is what I do to help with anxiety at times as well. And also now, thanks to this mindset, now I get the mindset that if I have too much fun, that the next day is gonna be miserable. So my new mindset is that if I don't get too happy about things, that I don't know how I feel. I don't know what will happen next. Yeah, and that thing necessarily doesn't help me at all. That thing just, I don't think this helps me because you guys would say, "Hey, that's not a good mindset," and yeah, I agree with that. But I always get the feeling that if I'm too happy, like the next day, well, something happens the next day. Yeah, that's my problem. So maybe I can fix this mindset, but that's gonna take a long time to mentally and with having to have confidence and stuff. I know it's gonna be hard to accept that that's how to deal with. But for any of you guys out there, just remember you guys are not the only one out there dealing with this problem. And you guys are not the only nervous wreck out there too. But remember, it's always important to tell someone about your problems and to get them to help you in times like this. Because you never know you never know. They might have gone through the same things you gone through. And they can help you get through your struggles. And that's it for today's awesome, amazing video. If you enjoyed this awesome video, don't forget to like and subscribe to always get updated new videos from this awesome, amazing channel. And you guys do notice right to our left, we have something new fan art. And this came in from 8-Blitz Gaming. He made this awesome fan art. Thank you to 8-Blitz Gaming for making this awesome fan art. See all of you in another video next time.